Velia, it's 2 years ago we were chatting about your North Star, the Industrial Metaverse. Now, you've been putting this into implementation in the real world in Erlangen for the last 2 years. What's been the most interesting things you've come across?
So I think the area where we see the most speed ramping up is obviously everything AI. And has been super interested how colleagues both in the offices as well on the shop floor actually react having it in their daily life, right? Getting all the colleagues to participate on their office tasks, for example,
Yeah.
or actually seeing the industrial or in the industrial field what the technology can help with specifically.
Now, I had the opportunity to visit you twice and see the factory in the real world. And it's a production factory. It's not a POC lab, right?
No testing there.
Yeah, no, it's running 24/7. Obviously, we had Cedric last night talking about the AI-powered industrial metaverse with the software-defined automation, digital twins. Now you've Altair. You had the whole industrial AI. I know you've been doing a lot with robots. You're implementing what you're doing today in a production environment. But where are you headed? Because you're always looking at some new stuff.
I think it's going to be, at the moment, it's very much human in the loop, right? How can we supercharge the workforce? How can we reduce workload there? But it's going to be interesting to see how much of autonomous decision will be taken, or how much of even, also in the engineering and context, how much of the empty page will be filled before a human actually starts working on it. So this is obviously, when you talk industrial metaverse, it's the whole life cycle. You start with the designing. In our case, also we're building up the systems, and then we're operating, and you want to continuous improvement. And every step of the way, there's how you can digitize that workflow, that digital value chain. And to see AI really getting implemented every step of the way, and at the moment just helping your normal work,
your day job
basically, just be faster, more efficient, how that will actually shift into maybe autonomous decision making at some point.
You've obviously been doing this for a couple of years. A lot of smaller companies, small medium companies out there will be going, where do I start? How are you going to help them?
So specifically Siemens, obviously a large company, both automation as well as software.
Yeah.
There's a lot of knowledgeable people in our organization. So especially when it comes to small and medium companies that want to maybe figure out their North Star and also discuss a potential roadmap, assess their own maturity of where they are, what they actually need for their business KPIs.
What makes sense for them.
Exactly. Where do they want to go, and how could digitalization help? Then especially Siemens offering is their so-called business engineering. It's a little consulting project that you can do just to get a head start and understanding of your organization, where you get supported understanding where you want to go, develop your own roadmap, and obviously if you're confident in that vision, then go ahead and start that journey also with Siemens.
So it would really give them a kickstart in terms of, where are they? Where do they want to go, and what are the first steps to get there?
To get there,
the pace of change, and obviously agentic AI is a big topic here, and that's where we're headed. You see all with the industrial foundation models you're building based on your own data. That pace of change, it just seems to be getting faster.
Yeah, but it's fun to be part of it, right? Because as a factory, obviously we're an end user, similar to external customers. So to be able to be part of that journey, try out new products, and also feedback, this is the most fun. I think the most fun of the day job anyway.
No, I agree, because as I say, it's not a research lab where you just go play with cool stuff. You have a running factory. You have to make your deadlines. So nothing gets put in just because it seems like a good idea.
Yeah. We try to avoid that, yeah.
but then making it work, and I've seen it, so it is fascinating times, and the pace of change, but being able to then bring that into a production environment at speed you're doing is pretty impressive. So
much.
Interesting times.
Come back in a year or so, and then we'll see again how much it changed.
I agreed. How many times have you reconfigured the factory since?
We're still in our one big reconfiguration, right? We have now basically torn down a lot of our existing facility to build up our new production and logistics center, and basically to be able to really benefit from that new material connection into the factory, changing the complete value flow of pretty much the whole factory. It's still a work in progress, and since we're doing it while running the production, it's a step-by-step approach, basically a big jigsaw puzzle.
Well, and digital first, right? You're simulating, planning. You've
Obviously-
got brownfield, greenfield, everything together.
We have currently, obviously, with the investment that we're seeing for our facility, we really want to ensure, make sure it tracks what we're planning, what we want to do. We want to secure the investment there, and this is obviously digital first simulation. Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, if I'm not back before a year, I'll definitely be back in a year to come visit you.
Alright.